I'm going to take a little break now to bring up our wonderful photographer, and before we go on with any more, have him talk a little bit about telling your true story. Okay.
I'll get it.
Test it. I already have a microphone.
Oh, okay. Yeah, go ahead.
Thank you. Thank you for hanging out for the lengthy day it's been, and I want to congratulate all the authors and contributing authors and those who are first-time writers, 10th-time writers, writers who are bound and determined to get their message out. We all have had our share of triumphs and tribulations, and it has not come without a big bout of tenacity. My story is unique, and not only would I like to share a minute of it with you, but to leave you with something to take to your family, your friends, your loved ones, and even for yourself. My book, The 99th Night, is representative of 99 nights in which I slept in my car. That's a far cry coming from a TV news journalist who worked 5 years at the White House, who had 15 years prior to with television news coverage all across the country, to having found my purpose, which is photography and storytelling through pictures, but from my very, very, very humble beginnings of having been adopted. I was with my natural parents for 30 days. My father was 41, my mother was 19. He was her pimp, she was his prostitute. I entered into the picture as a mistake, but I had that winning attitude ever since. My adoptive parents, my father just passed away this past June, and his first words to me to learn something was the word tenacity. I'm like, Dad, what's tenacity mean? Look it up, it's in the dictionary, learn something. I'm 4. So I did. I looked it up and I tried to figure out what these words meant at 4. Of course, my mom helped me, you know. Here it is. Look at the T's. I just wanted to play Cowboys and Indians outside in Springfield, Ohio, where I grew up. My father began to institute tenacity into my soul, into my spirit, at a very young age. And to this day, I have a 50-cent medallion that I keep on my keychain in honor of him because I always wrestled him for 50 cents. He was the biggest cheater ever. Just when I was about to get out, he called it the get out game. He would lay his 240 pounds on me and, okay, get out. I'm like, what do you mean get out? I'm 35 pounds wet. But I struggled and I tried, and just when I was about to break free from his grasp, he would throw another leg on me, throw another arm on me, and I would cry, but that tear was about tenacity and go for it, don't give up, don't quit. I met my natural parents 21 years later after I graduated college because my one of 17 brothers and sisters that my father had all over the place because he was a pimp and he had lots of prostitutes. My mother was just number 1. I met them right after I graduated college. I knew some of them. I played baseball on some of the same teams with them, did not know they were my brothers. I almost dated a couple sisters. I was tenacious to stay away from that. But my father always told me while I was wanting to play outside at 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12 years old, come in and learn something, hence that word tenacity. While the other kids were outside playing, I was in front of the television watching ABC, CBS, or NBC. That was it, 3 channels. I was the human remote control, and I watched Walter Cronkite every day. My dad said, you can do that. I'm like, do what? Tell the world something, have something important to say. So the journalism bug was instilled into my brain. And one thing led to another, yearbook president, picture taker back in high school. My dad introduced me to photography in 1976. I was 12. Cleaning out my mother's house just this past year, I'm going to kind of dovetail back and forth. I found that very camera that I first learned from. It's on my mantle. It'll never be touched by anybody. It's not for sale, don't ask. That camera is now part of what I do with storytelling. Authenticity, truthfulness, fearlessness, and a smile. You all have shared your story of overcoming tremendous odds, be it cancer, be it held down, be it from another country, be it from a third world country, be it from your own self of how can I win internally, not win financially, not win with accolades of Hollywood dreams, but we all have an internal dream. And my dream now is to be on stage telling you that you too can be tenacious, be truthful, make it through anything that you decide to do. Why did I live in my car 99 nights? It was time to shed 17 years of television news. It was time to shed all of the negativity and soul-bending heartache that I had. If it bleeds, it leads news stories all over the country, from crooked congressmen, go figure, to teachers who've gone awry, to people who've said, I'm just going to take the easy way out and rob somebody or kill somebody or steal something. I had to cover those news stories from New York to Miami to Chicago to CNN and all the way to the White House. And I got to that dream job and I'm like, this is it? So what? I'm making high 6 figures. It has nothing to do with money. It has everything to do with honor, integrity, purposefulness. And I decided to shuck it all off, shed my skin, so to speak, and I headed west because I had dreams of being in positive commercials and positive storytelling, and I've met tremendous people, 2, 3, 10 of who are here today, who've helped me along the way, who I have in turn hopefully helped them. And these images that now I can have control over to present to the world are about being tenacious, never giving up, being positive, telling your authentic story. How I can write these stories for you, how we can write or collaborate together, are all important in your quest to be true to yourself. And why do I know, and I'll leave you with this, why do I know that each and every one of us are tenacious beyond measure? Every one of you in here is a true winner. I was an athlete, I ran track, and it was about winning, getting that blue ribbon. And my father told me that there are 5 ribbons. There's a blue one, a red one, a green one, a yellow one, and a purple one. Purple one is number 5. That's pretty damn good, 5 kids in this race, purple, great. And you got that green one. Oh, you're 4th place. Oh, you're moving up in the world. 3rd place is the yellow ribbon. The red ribbon's number 2, but that blue ribbon, oh, only one gets that blue ribbon. My dad took me to my first race at 6. I won my first blue ribbon. It was like crack. It was like Coca-Cola. It was like McDonald's back in the day when McDonald's was good. I had to have that blue ribbon. Over 20 years of running track, I lost 3 races. But those 3 races still kill me in my heart to this day. But I'm tenacious and I'm going to get through. But back to being that winner I know you are. For 7 days and 7 nights, every single one of you in this room breathing today, with your eyes working, your fingers, toes, nose moving, we're fighting 15 million other people who are doing this. You know what I mean. I don't have to teach you health class all over again. But there were 15 million of you fighting for one position, that first place position. Every single one of you were butting your head to get into that cell. And who was the winner? You're here. 14 million. 14,999,000 did not make it. They didn't make it. You made it. So I know you're a winner. My book is a true testament. I'd like to sign a few copies and give them away for people who come authentically talk to me. I don't want to throw a sponge ball. Those are nice. We've hit enough people today. But I want to sign my book and connect with you one-on-one. I want to come to your town and tell my story. I want you to come to my town, tell me your story. I live Marina Del Rey, about 6 minutes from here. Anyone who wants to just hang out, talk, connect, not Facebook, not Instagram, pick up the phone, call me, get on a plane, come see me. Thank you for your time. Viki, thank you. Viki, thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Is it on? Should be.
Not only is he a wonderful photographer and really gifted on so many levels, including a great writer, he's just a terrific, wonderful person. Thank you.
Thank you. Really means a lot. Thank you.
Okay, I was going to try to hit somebody else on the head, but it looks like you're going to have to go directly to the source.